Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Thursday, currently 12:45 in the afternoon. We've been online for about 5 minutes, and let me tell you how we got here. Okay, so I actually got out of work really early yesterday because of this supposed snowstorm that became all rain. So I got home like at 4, woke up, I think it was like 8 o'clock, 8:30. I was ready to go, but then my daughter wasn't feeling well, and she just wanted me to just to be there, hang out with her. So I did that. I'm like, I feel like at some point she's not gonna want me, you know? So we just hung out, and then around like 11, I was like, hey, Daddy has to go to work. She's like, oh no, like a little longer. So we basically just, you know, watch her shows that she likes to watch, and we played and stuff. So you know what? Time well spent. But now here we are on the road, and we just picked up our first offer here from Jersey Mike's. I almost said something else, but it was Jersey Mike's, $7.25. There is a $1 peak pay, which is kind of surprising here in Reston, but I think it's because of the rain. So we'll see how today goes. We're gonna dash till 7:30. We can make $200. I'd be cool with that. But yeah, so basically all this is supposed to be isolated because the temperatures are gonna drop, and I think that's when it's gonna be a little more dangerous. But you know, I wouldn't have minded snow. Honestly, I'd take snow over rain. But rain is all we got. So let me get this dropped off, and we'll see you guys in a few. Let's go. Okay guys, we got the order dropped off. That became $7.25. We're staying at $7.25. Then right away we got this order here from my home Thai bistro. We just picked it up. Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared to do like the whole like POV shot with the camera, even though it says it's waterproof. I don't know if I trust it. You know, so I might try it later when it's not raining as hard. But right now I'm still getting basically soaked as soon as I step out of the car. But yeah, anyways, the order's paying $8.25. I think like 3.5 miles maybe. The food is ready. So I got a feeling that if it stays like this, we should have a pretty busy day, simply because I think there's not a lot of dashes out, which is why they threw that peak pay, because they never have peak pay here in Reston. It's not like it's in Tyson's. In Tyson's, they'll throw in a $3 or $4 peak pay, $2 peak pay, just randomly just cause. But here I think they actually do it when they don't have enough drivers. So yeah, anyways, the time right now is 12:55. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we got the second order dropped off, and this is my second handed to me order. And the first one I completely didn't even see it, so I hit, you know, complete, and then end, like it completed the order. I'm like, oh snap, that must have mean that it's handed to me. Something I rang the doorbell, and that's when the girl came out and gave her the food. Then the second customer, I did see that it was handed to me, and it feels so weird to do handed to me's nowadays. I'm so used to just dropping it off, taking a photo, no interaction, keep it moving. You know what I mean? But I get it, it's raining, so most of those houses didn't have any type of cover, so I'm assuming that's why they put that. But yeah, handed to me just feels so different now. Yeah, when I first started dashing back in the day, you had to knock on the door, you had to ring the doorbell. There was no leaving my door. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I've definitely seen a slight increase though in handed to me, at least in my area. But yeah, anyways, we just picked up our next order here from Chipotle. I forgot how much it was paying. I think seven something, right? Yeah, $7.50. It's not going too far actually. The food was ready, and the food was ready. So hey, it feels pretty busy so far. I kind of like it. It reminds me of like a throwback shift when you were actually busy the entire time. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyways, let me get this dropped off. The time right now is 1:17. Let's go. Okay guys, we got the order dropped off, and we're just shy of $25 if I'm not mistaken. We made it back to the town center. I was actually in the garage because it's raining, and then I refreshed my dash, and then Doordash goes, we ended your dash after 10 minutes. Even though I was never paused for 10 minutes, yet the end of the dash, whatever, no big deal. I knew that it was technically busy, so we got back on right away. And then we took this order right here from Uncle Julio's, $8.25. I think it's 4 miles, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. But I'm like, you know what? It's a good order. It's during the slow times. Why not? Let's stay as active as possible. But yeah, so anyways, let me get this dropped off, and we'll see you guys soon. Okay guys, so we get the last order dropped off. I think it went up to $8.50. And now we're gonna go to Chipotle. Now this Chipotle honestly is the worst one in my zone. They're just not very fast. And this is new, big buns, damn good burgers. Nice. Excuse me, nice. But I'm picking up a $12 order here. I think it's like low mileage. Let's see if it's ready though. Okay guys, we got the orders picked up. It took forever. I'm telling you, this Chipotle sucks. When I got there, it was funny because I had a text saying that one of them was ready, and I don't even know how that's possible because all they had done was printed the little the little receipts. That's all they did. And they were sitting there waiting for the driver to come, and then they were gonna start making it. I don't know, that's just a new rule for this specific Chipotle or what, but yeah, I think I waited like 10-12 minutes, so it is what it is. Now we're only 4 minutes away from the first drop off, which is good, but you know, waiting there just kind of sucks because they have like one person working like the line or whatever, and the cashier like doesn't help at all. I don't know, super annoying, but it is what it is. Now we're back on the road. The time right now, it's 2:55. Let's go. Okay guys, we get the 2 orders dropped off here from Chipotle. Now we're sitting at, let me see, I just had it pulled up, like 44, almost $50 I think. And right now it's pretty slow. It's 3:15 and we're still in the rain. What else is new? Hopefully we get a couple orders. I've gotten some from Grubhub. There was one that I wanted to take, but it didn't like notify me. When I looked at it, it was gone. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, hopefully we can make at least $150 to $200 today. I know that seems like wishful thinking, and I'm getting a bunch of these Sephora orders. Like, I have yet to see a single Sephora to me. If you've been doing DoorDash long enough, I used to see a bunch of Jenny Craig orders that were also just as bad as these Sephora orders. Like, I feel like slightly above them is PetSmart, and PetSmart sometimes pulls out good orders, rare. And then above that is like the average shop and delivery order, at least in my market. But yeah, so now we're just waiting. We'll see you guys on the next one. Okay guys, so after maybe like 15 minutes of waiting, we finally have an order here from Willard's Barbecue. But before this, I was hanging out at the Days of Istanbul because I thought about getting food there, but I looked at the prices and I'm like $18, $20. I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. But I was talking to the guy who's like I guess he's like the owner's son. But he does all the things with the apps and whatnot because the dad's older. And I asked him, like, you know, how does it work? What's the DoorDash process? Like, what do you like better, like DoorDash or Uber? And he was like, well, I think DoorDash has better customer service, which I thought that was kind of funny. And then I asked him about, like, what happens if something gets canceled? He's like, oh, if things get canceled, it's even better because we still get paid. So they still get paid regardless when orders get canceled, which I think is a benefit for them, especially being like a small business. And then he told me that every Friday is when DoorDash pays him like a direct deposit every single Friday. So they only do Uber and DoorDash, but he told me that he's had better experiences and the user interface for the merchant, it's easier on DoorDash than it is on Uber. I thought it was, you know, interesting to know. I've always been curious about those things. I really want to get him on the channel. I'm gonna ask him if he's cool, like with like a little interview type, and just ask him like, you know, maybe what are his pet peeves about Dashers and things like that. But then after we finished talking, I'm like, let me just go to Potbelly. You know, I know what I'm getting. I know it's a lot cheaper than $20. But then when I got there, they were like, hey, we have an extra sub that someone didn't want because it has cheese on it. Like, do you want it? We just made it. I'm like, yeah, cool, no problem. So I got that, which is right here. Free lunch. And then they were telling me, hey, you know what's up with these orders? It's funny how they think that I just somehow know what's up with the DoorDash orders that have been sitting for a while. And I'm like, they probably don't have any tips on them, you know? And then as I say that, I get an order from one of them. I think it was paying like $4.50 going like 7 miles. And I'm like, this is why no one's come to pick it up. And then he told me the same thing. He was like, oh, they're probably gonna get canceled. I mean, we'll still get the money anyways. And I'm sure DoorDash is probably refunds the customer probably like as a credit or something. So in the end, they're probably gonna spend it right back into DoorDash. So that was interesting. But yeah, the rain is a little bit heavy now. But anyways, like I said, we're gonna go to Willard's Barbecue. I think it's 650, 2.2 miles, maybe something like that. And after this, assuming that I'm right, because I've been wrong a lot lately, we're gonna be over $50 here for the entire day. Let me get this picked up. Let's go. Okay, guys, so we got the order dropped off from Willard's Barbecue, and then I made a mistake of completing the order before I got down the elevator. And I say that because I got the order when I was in the elevator, right? And I could only see the dollar amount. I saw $9.50. I could not see the drop-off point. So I looked at the widget, I looked at the address, and I'm like, okay, this isn't too far. But I still couldn't see the map, right? And then when I got down, the app wasn't loading, and I was like, oh, come on. So I like foreclosed the app real quick, got it back and running. With 2 seconds to spare, I just accepted the order, risked it from Uncle Julio's. I think it's going like 4 or 5 miles, if I'm not mistaken. Only 2 items, but I saw the $9.50, you know, and that kind of got me. Luckily though, the food was ready here at the Uncle Julio, so we're making our way to drop this off. The current time right now is 4:22, and yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's raining harder now than it was earlier when there was a peak pay. I'm guessing more people just got online now, so they don't need the peak pay, you know, which is fine. But I'm already like traumatized from Tyson's about the whole peak pay thing, so I'm always checking it just to make sure there isn't any peak pay right now. But yeah, so anyways, let me get this dropped off and we'll see you guys in a few. Okay guys, we got the order from Uncle Julio's dropped off and we were driving back. I'm like, you know what? Let's take a risk with this order. This order right here is from Not Your Average Joe's. I think it was showing $15.75 for like 10 miles, but half of those miles were from me to the restaurant. And I knew that it was gonna be more than $100 simply because I saw the number of items and I looked at the items before I took the order. I think it's like $130 worth of food. It wasn't ready when I got there, but they were basically just packing it up. So we're gonna go ahead and risk it. Why not? You know, hopefully it pays more than the $15.75 that it's showing. And it's not super far away. It's only like 6 miles away from the merchant. And it's gonna take me 12 minutes. That's nothing. You know what I mean? So, and right now it's about to be 5 o'clock. So technically there should be traffic. And on top of that, it's raining and people don't know how to drive when it's sunny. So, you know, luckily though, I don't see any traffic on the GPS. And I'm hoping that it pays more. Let's go. Okay guys, we got the order dropped off from Not Your Average Joe's. And my gut feeling was correct. It was paying almost $27. Now we drove back and I got a bunch of offers that I almost took, but they were taking me way out of my zone. Like I feel like there was nothing that would take me back and there would be a bunch of dead miles. So I declined some orders that were, you know, I thought about taking, to be honest. But as I was driving back, we got this order right here from the Bento House, $9.50, like 4 or 5 miles, I think. So I took it mainly because I knew the food was gonna be ready. Because I got the text saying it was ready, so we took that order. And then when I was driving there, they sent me a snack, an extra $7. I think it's not even a mile. Both orders were ready. We're here. We're basically 3 minutes away from the first drop off. The time right now, 5:30. Let's go. Okay guys, so we got the orders dropped off from the Bento House, and I'm pretty confident that we're over $100 worth of food. And now we're coming to the Hunan Cafe. Stacked offer, $16. Let's see if it's ready. Hello, I'm just picking up 2 DoorDash orders for Jacqueline and Joseph. Yeah, of course.
H.
Yeah, Jacqueline H and Joseph M.
Chicken broccoli 2. Egg.
Cool. You know which one this one is?
H.
Okay, Jacqueline. Okay, cool. And then the other one's for Joseph. Yeah, Joseph M. The General Tso chicken and the vegetable roll. Cool.
No rice.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Thank you. I've never seen that before. Where it's like their own printing, not like the DoorDash one. So you have to write down the name of the customer on the paper, because if not, your boy will get confused. But anyways, let's put these in my little red bag here so this stays nice and warm. For a second I thought one of them was going to the hospital and I was about to be that guy and unassign it, but I looked at the map closely and it's not going to the hospital. It's just going close to the hospital, if that makes any sense. But this is a nice order right here because, you know, Chinese places are fast, so the food, you know, should be ready. We'll see you guys in the Dashmobile. Okay guys, so as you saw, the food was ready here at the Hunan Cafe. We just have to figure out which order was what. And yeah, but I think earlier I said I think we're over $100 worth of food. I meant to say we're over $100 for the whole day. Clearly I can't speak, but anyways, the time right now is 6:01 and we're basically 7 minutes away from the first drop off, and the second one is right next to it. I mean, not right next to it, but like literally 2 minutes down the road. So yeah, we're definitely gonna do more money than what we did yesterday, which is cool. But if I can do 150, that would just make us so much better, knowing that we started a little bit late, but we still made at least 150. You know. Oh, and by the way, they threw $1 peak pay until like 9 p.m. So basically, the entire dash, my minimum threshold now is $7.25. Let's go. Okay, guys, we got both orders dropped off. But guess what happened when I was dropping off the first order? Okay, the first one. I opened my door. Instantly stepped into this huge puddle. Right away, my shoe, my sock, my foot, soaked. My left foot, which really sucks. So I think I might even stop by somewhere and just buy some socks, maybe even just some cheap shoes, just so something dry. But you know what threw me off on the second delivery? The customer asked for my name. I don't know why it threw me off, and I was like, it's Marco. And he was like, oh, well, thank you, Marco, for bringing me dinner. And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, that's so weird. Like, I feel like no one's ever asked me that, you know? But it doesn't matter. Both of them are paying more. I think it went from $16 to, I think, $19, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll take it. The time right now is 6:20. But yeah, have you ever had a customer ask you something that just threw you off? I don't know why that just threw me off when he asked what my name was. But yeah, now we're just declining some bad offers. We're making our way here to the town center, and I might hit up CVS. Do they sell socks at CVS? I feel like they do. We'll see what happens. We'll see you guys soon. Okay guys, quick little update. So we did one order here off screen from Silver Diner, actually. 725, it stayed at 725. It was going to this extended stay hotel, and I didn't realize that when I took the order, because I hate coming here because of the layout of the extended stay hotel is a mess. Guy wasn't picking up the phone. As soon as I hit the timer, he called me. I was like, thankfully, you know. And then this one came in here from Hama Sushi. I think it's what it's called, Hama Sushi, I think. Now, this place usually always gives out bangers, but usually some of them can be higher mileage. Now, I'm only going to take this because I'm pretty confident that this will put us here over the 150 threshold, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's paying $19.50, assuming it doesn't go higher. It's 20 items though from the sushi spot, but I can't see the subtotal, so a little bit of a risk, but it's not too far from my W2 job, which is nice. Okay, there we go, subtotal. I can see it now, even though I tried earlier when I took the order, it wouldn't let me. Took the screenshot, it should be on the screen for you guys. I think it's over $200 worth of food, so I'm hoping that this pays, you know, it pays off. And then after this, I'll probably just go to work. I don't think I'll have enough time to do anything else. I am going to swim by a Walmart or something and get some socks because my feet are frozen. So yeah, anyways, let me get to the sushi spot. We'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, we're here at Hama Sushi, which is fun fact, by the way, a couple months ago, actually, you know what, it might even be a year ago, a car drove through the side of it and they were closed for a little bit, so I'm glad that they were able to, you know, be back in business and whatnot. Family owned. I usually always talk to the young. They have like a young, I'm guessing it's their son or something that works there. Let me open this door for them. You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a good night. Thank you. I don't think this is ready because it's pretty big, or maybe it is. Maybe it is. Hello. I'm just picking up for Ann. I think it's this big one right here. Just want to make sure. Yeah, for Ann C. It's a lot of stuff, so I'm assuming it's all of this. Yeah, no problem. Of course. Look at all these awards. Although some of them are a little outdated, but they still got some recent ones. 2013, you know. Nice. But look at that. What? That's Manny Pacquiao. That's pretty cool. So we got the order here picked up, and it was funny. She goes, "Don't drop it. Do you know how much this costs?" And I was like, "Actually, I do." Now, I don't know if this can fit in the catering. I'm not gonna put it in the catering bag. I don't think it'll fit. I am gonna put this top one here in the catering bag, but this big plate thing, I'm just gonna set it in here, and hopefully that's okay. Because I don't think it would fit in the catering bag, even if I wanted to put it in the catering bag. So let's put that in there. Gonna put this in here, but I don't know if I caught that on video. They have a photo with Manny Pacquiao. I mean, it looks like it was taken forever ago, but that's pretty cool. Anyways, we'll see you guys back on the road. Okay, guys, we got the food picked up. As you saw, it was a big tray of, I'm assuming, the sushi plus the little bag. And the lady was so funny. She was like, "Are you sure you got it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got it. Don't worry. You know, I'm not gonna drop it." I had a good grip at the bottom, you know, like almost like a tray. But yeah, now it is 21 minutes away, 11.5 miles. Hopefully it'll be worth it. But again, worst case scenario, we get $19.50. I'm cool with that. So if you guys want to save yourself some headache, always make sure that you're okay with whatever the initial offer is, because that way when you get disappointed, if it doesn't go up, then it's on you. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. That's why I'm always okay with my 625, staying at 625 if it's only going 2.5 miles, 3 miles, you know? But usually, almost always, they go up a little bit, maybe $1, $2, $3 cents. But every little bit of it helps. So anyways, the time right now is 6:58. After this, we definitely won't have any more time to do any more orders. But we'll see you guys at the end. Okay guys, so we got the order dropped off, and when I went to like submit the photo, it said at the bottom, this delivery does not exist, and it glitched. My app crashed. I loaded it back up, and then my dash ended, right? And I went to go check how much the last order paid. $54 for the tip? Can't believe it. I cannot believe how much the order was. Like, I was like, what? So we're gonna finish the dash here, if I'm not mistaken, at like $184 with, no, is it 184? Hold on, I gotta double check. I think it's 184. Let me double check here. I don't know why this is telling me something else, but I'm pretty confident that it's 100. Yeah, $184 with 89 cents. I think the driver utility helper app is counting it twice because the thing glitched. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm thinking happened, but I'm pretty confident that it's 184.89, not 204 like I'm seeing here. But I'll double check those. Whatever, you know what? Never mind. Whatever is on your screen is correct. But yeah, mind blown. I cannot believe it went from 1950 to like 53.99. Insane. What a way to end the dash. By the way, I still haven't even had time to eat my potbelly from earlier. So at this point, it's gonna be dinner. And I didn't have time to buy socks either, but that's fine because I still have to dispatch at work and we're outside. So it's gonna be pointless to get socks now. I'm gonna do it afterwards. But yeah, that's the dash. Now tomorrow it's gonna be a little bit different. My W2 is having like a company like Christmas party during lunch. Worst time, right? I am gonna stop by for like an hour, so we are gonna dash early, then go to this party, then keep dashing. So that's the plan. Hopefully we can make at least 250 tomorrow. I've been slacking, but today 184.89. Hey, no complaints. We'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Peace.